Hi, I want to talk to you today about Walgreens Register Rewards. They can get a little confusing, and so I wanted to do a video to give you a clear explanation of how they work. Walgreens Register Rewards are the incentive program that Walgreens uses to provide you discounts on future orders. Now, a lot of times in the blog post when we talk about Register Rewards, we factor the savings into the final cost of the item. So this can get a little confusing, so I want to clear it up for you today if it's been confusing for you in the past. So Walgreens will have a sale, and in the sale flyer, they'll have an item where if you buy it, you'll receive Register Rewards. So I'm going to use an example of something I got this week at the store. This week in Walgreens flyer, they had Lady Speed Stick, buy two for $5, get a $2 Register Reward. Now, without any other coupons, we would list that final price as you spend $5 for two and get a $2 Register Rewards. That would be $3 for two or $1.50 each. So in a blog post, when you see that, that's factoring in the Register Reward. But it's a little tricky because you don't actually get the Register Reward on your purchase at that time. You'll receive a printout that looks like this, and you'll be able to use it on your next purchase. So you can see this is $2 off anything I buy next time at Walgreens, compliments of Speed Stick with an expiration date of January 29th. So I'll have to take that with me next time to use it on my next order. So it can get a little tricky because the way we do the blog post, it factors the cost into the final cost, but you can't actually use it for next time. So this is until next time. So this is why it's important to read kind of the wrap up at the end of the blog, because it talks about what we actually spent out of pocket versus what the final cost shows you of the item when you factor in the Register Rewards. Now, I like to play a little game called Rolling My Register Rewards. And how I do this is I go to Walgreens every week for a Register Rewards item, and I'll use the Register Rewards I received the previous week on my total to lower my out-of-pocket cost. So this is great because you don't always pay the whole cost of something to receive the Register Rewards. So this week on my Register Rewards, I got these two. So a $6 Register Reward and a $2 Register Reward that I'll use on my next week's purchases to get more Register Rewards back. So that's called rolling your Register Rewards, and when you do that, you decrease your out-of-pocket spending. So Walgreens Register Rewards are something that print out at the register at the end of your sale and can be used on your next purchase, and they're usually provided by a manufacturer of a certain item, but they can be used on anything. So hold on to the Register Rewards because they're like any coupon, but money off anything you buy usually. There's not too many stipulations, and it's like having extra money taken off your out-of-pocket spending, and you can incur more Register Rewards and keep rolling them to decrease your out-of-pocket spending.